removed that completely. Now,
FNATIC on defense, Liquid on attack is 2-2 on the pistols. And
well, here we go. What could be
okay.
the
Dude, I love these strats with the double cages there. Did they just steal this? Who did the strat last time? Where they fake over towards A and then they walk through this one? They stole the pistol, man.
Indeed, the double cages have given away the game, but that was
Yeah,
all part
look
of
at
the
it.
plan. Drag the rotate to the A side,
And then you don't expect them to walk through middle. It was BBL? Ah, dude, it was such a nice pistol, yeah. It was BBL.
So much space, and
Kayak on site.
It's not only surrounded, but he's been caught inside the smoke. That's not going to help him. And his buddy's just giving him a bit of cover, I guess. And well, man,
how has he got two there?
Oh my God! Well, a 3v3 out of
And do they tunnel vision a little bit? Yeah, looks like it. That's a freebie.
He's just holding the line. He's buying time, and that's where Boaster strikes. It looked like the game plan was masterful. Now Nats might be walking into a lurker on the other side.
Yeah, he ain't expecting close right as well.
In the corner, and that's a freebie for Bekash, leaving
well, that's it's pretty much all Kayak, to be honest.
Sky. We've talked about that almost duelist-esque
I thought the guy in heaven spotted him. Apparently not.
It's going to be rough. Bekash waiting. A flash ready if he needs it, but he's just going to go for the
Oh.
timing. Loses the fight. Isolated from the rest of the team, but they swing before the ping. No
Kayak,
chance.
man, what a pistol from him. 3-2.
That was the only way they won that, because the initial plan, it's a reverse Liquid. It's, oh, we go super aggro, and then Nats backstabs. He was the aggro, and the rest of them backstab.
Yeah, dude, it's a lovely pistol. They just got wrecked by one guy.
Really remarkable work from Kayak.
Oh, he should have been 100% been dead.
There is no scenario in which he should get out of
Camo
there.
maybe didn't go far enough on heaven there.
A lot, just to give him that extra split second to adjust.
Come on, boys, come on!
And I actually thought he was going to just sit inside it, like hope maybe they don't check me. But no, he takes the fight perfectly. And FNATIC 1-0 up, a pistol under their belt. We've seen this story before. Liquid scary when the rifles come out, but this time they made an investment early. They went for the outlaw.
Well,
an attempt to
is normally what you do is you buy the heavy armor on the outlaw so you can win that. Sure.
10 damage, but on the other side, a single shot's enough to kill, and Kayak
This time he had to buy it.
has made this investment.
See what Purple can do damage-wise. It's a little rough for Liquid at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can buy one, but he can buy one with shields.
How would you implement this format in the stages? I mean, it should in theory work well.
Still opportunities to make this costly.
Because the three teams that would go to the Masters get like that extra time of the other teams playing before in terms of the buy as well. Like you just replace stage 1, stage 2.
That's not really going to hold much value. There's no way they expect anybody to be here.
They'll probably just keep it for just kickoff, but you could definitely do it for a whole year.
A clean start again to this map, but
also frees up the schedule a lot more.
Been shy of the comebacks in the early game.
I don't expect to see Alpha Air there too much. I don't think Device is going to be pushing B incredibly often, but he only had a share or so. It was worth it. Now it is in the back of their mind. How quickly was he able to take that space?
Yeah, this in the Neon's not good at.
FNATIC, a 2-0 start is what they need. Maybe even piecing it together from here. Remember last map was 3-0 up.
Yeah, Alpha didn't pick up the gun, right?
They stopped pulling punches.
Well, early presence in mid. If you can
need more
remove
72-hour play days. I mean, you just
careful.
You just change the schedule.
Give him that outlaw, but they really are putting the
just
pressure
extend it by
on.
2 days. Get all the best of freeze done on 2 days.
Bekash sitting back, but it's put the pressure instead onto Crashies, who's done well, honestly. Didn't have much to play with. Takes a kill, slows them down. And now the opponents are encroaching on that flank, but with Nat still alive, they do have to give the game away.
Yeah, that's always the problem. A little bit of extra information. Team Liquid know there's someone coming behind, so you might have to fight for some space, and the decision on where that's going to be, well, it hasn't been made just yet. In fact, they go back to the site, the double flank now coming through, and FNATIC can put pressure on from all sides and leave Heaven the riskier of the usual angles, and as they push on out, there was the chance. Nats tried to catch them off guard up there,
yeah,
realizes nobody's home. The push came in from everywhere else, and Wayne, well, he's actually got a chance. He's won crazier rounds in the past.
Oh, Boaster got off it. He could have stuck that. Dude, Wayne, man, he's getting some clutches. He had a mad 1v3 yesterday on 5 HP. This was a sick one as well, man. His aim looked really good. Yeah, I think both definitely could have stuck this. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
If that had landed, he would have been dead, but it's just ripping them a new one. So many clutch plays from a man who's not only an import from another region, but a youngster at that. A hot prospect, no doubt.
Deploying drone.
And yeah, sure, you look at that as a bonus round, and FNATIC, that's great. But that's definitely a wonderful start.
That's exactly what you want, yeah. It's not exactly what you want, though. In return, Mini Boo's taking the A side.
Dude, the spike's so...
Jesus, he's taking the spawn. He's going aggressive. He's running it down. And
Spike solo at the back here.
Somehow. Nade even gonna cause
Yeah, it's a weird one.
The problem in terms of planting, they've got to go for
Not
that
too much map control.
Unless they continue to fight, they're going to have no space left to hold on to. These players essentially isolated, and well, they will be destroyed. Each pillar falling. As FNATIC get their 3-1 on the board.
It's an
look, yeah, you can look back at the last round and say, yeah, we lost a lot of players. It should have been our round.
Yeah, straight reset. Yeah, got a bit of belief, and then...
I feel like Kayak's got that look in his eyes of I'm not losing. Like the way
Nah,
that
Kayak
he's already
nice
been playing so far this game.
Even just like the info he got
he's
was really good.
This round starts off with him just diving on Nats, taking him out of... I think he also has one of the more impactful kills getting back in as well. That one. And if he can continue up this level of form, it becomes a different beast. And you look back to some of their prior performances.
Dude, Demon 1 Glazer.
There you go.
It's non-stop, man.
Was incredible. So
You're a beast, bro. Thank you so much, Demon 1 Glazer. Thank you. Chat, you know what to do. And gifted from Demon 1 Glazer.
Do I stand up? Is that what we
so
do?
many in the past 2 weeks, bro. You're nuts.
Anyways, that's all that Hypoc wanted to see.
If you got gifted, please add him. Demon 1 _ Glazer.
Come back. Isn't too far
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for doing that.
Liquid grouped up, going to cause a big problem for Kayak. It's an outlaw down and pressure onto the A site. Players far back.
They save so much util.
There'll be no chance to really
take a lot of space over towards heaven.
Crazy aggressive. But for Liquid,
double shot.
They know they've got main thanks to that trap.
Yeah, no one pushing behind as well. He's got the safety of the trip, so he can feel pretty free to use his overall. That's 10 damage. Well,
if he
10
gets a
HP.
single kill with the damage he's already doing, that might be enough to steal this round away. Hunter's Fury for Purpo as well. Look how passive he's currently sitting.
Yeah, another 10 HP.
Connected, low players. There's the ultimate available, and there it is popped. A teammate wrapping around, and again he's chipped away at Cracks.
Damn, bro. How many we got? 3? Can they get the guns, juggle the guns? Yeah, looks like it. Strong throw. 3
That's all they needed, that
3
risky
guns.
position being taken by Kayak.
Dude, every time I think they're about to get wrecked, they just
something like that, sure, you get out
pull out a miracle
right away,
round.
but with the jet, a little bit more difficult. It takes a little bit longer. And as a result, they found a huge play here. Their Team Liquid 3-2, back and forth in those early rounds, reminding FNATIC that this isn't going to be an easy climb back. Already you can see that that defensive economy is coming under strain. Bladestorm used previously. This is
what
the big
happened to
investment.
FNATIC? You just joined.
Here, even with a Steel Garden and maybe a Hunter's
First
Fury
one
for the next.
was... Dude, first one, if you get time, man, you should probably watch that first map.
It's definitely...
Liquid changed up their comp and had pretty decent theory.
A singular outlaw falling into enemy hands.
They actually avoided Alpha on every single attack round.
I think at least 2 tags plus a kill.
And then bind is just Liquid's bind.
Again, you can see Nats just so
the double duelists look so good. Miniboo just
FNATIC attempt.
Miniboo and Camo just look so strong on bind together.
And probably not what FNATIC are used to with how pacey Liquid have been, but they're going
first map? No, first map was a masterclass. It might be one of my favorite maps this year so far, to be honest, the first map. It's so nice to see just like theory still win out. Because it is a lot of double duelists where maybe like you don't see the smarter stuff, and the smarter stuff necessarily doesn't win because you can just send it with double duelists.
And with 33 seconds, that could be enough, but Alpha needs to be so careful.
I mean, fair play, bro. It's unlucky. He is so good there. He's on an absolute island and he's owned it, and it's still a 2v2.
The spike is dropped in the
open. Yeah, we got time for this. FNATIC reacted pretty fast.
FNATIC won't get there in time. Spike stolen, plant secured.
Because Wayne expected him to be this close.
Yeah, he's so far away. You can see though that Purpo's
not
goal
bad.
is just basically to
No
watch
vision
if
block on
anybody
this
comes in
one.
on that flank. The second
Do we
they
care
don't,
all
this
to block
post-plant in main
the
becomes deadly. As
Sova?
you said, the Hunter's Fury being available. The main detriment of it is if somebody comes from
Maybe
behind,
if he
but
pops
they
it.
already know that that isn't the case. The one thing he has to be very careful of, though, is it being denied. And there you go. Smart stuff from Becca as he waits for the first pop, manages to remove it. Crassy's just trying to block the player from swinging. They wait.
Yeah, very nice from Vakash here. He did great. It's a lovely into a lovely flash push.
Threw in a little bit of a curveball there, and it was a flash, but not the one you're thinking of. And throwing in that little flash and then getting on the defuse, it made them think for a second.
The individuals from FNATIC did so well here. The fact that Alpha does all of this on site is mad to me.
It wasn't even needed, as they are there to clean up in the end. A great round from Alpha, though. That triple that he finds, he had no right getting even the second.
This is why in Corrode they don't go to his site.
Was avoiding Alpha consistently on their first map luck. Maybe on like a couple of the rounds. FNATIC didn't change it up, so it felt like reads, to be honest with you.
Now the whole plan is gone.
Yeah, and you knew going into that the Null Command had to
There might have been a
part of
couple
it,
of like the timeouts where
secure the round.
they were guessing.
Perfectly kept for just the right moment. Huge tags. 2 players down and 1 left.
God, he got an extra tag on this.
Oh my goodness, that early impact. It might just have killed this round as the barriers went up for Team Liquid. And they're on the A site, but the spike is back in spawn.
Oh, flank on flank.
And the delay, it's causing some gaps, some problems, you would think. But a 10 HP Alpha still wins that fight.
10 HP. But a headshot is a headshot. That's all you need to remember. It doesn't matter how much health you have. He's still going to be holding the angle. It's a bit of a risky fight, but after getting the info for his team, they're happy to now fall back. Both players locked in as the retake begins. Minibu needed to get something early if fear, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to fight from this point. And a wonderful flash.
That was a sick round from Crashies. And the individuals from FNATIC are doing great.
They will keep
Doing some
themselves
nice stuff
not
here.
only with 5 on the board, but also with 5 alive.
How many do Liquid need here? I got no idea, man, to be honest with you. Neon on defense.
I wish I had time.
My God.
It's been sitting there drawing it. Respect.
But it really does feel like the pendulum swung in the other direction now for FNATIC. Control, hands tightly gripped around those reins. And of all the times to have a big performance like that, again, that's 2.5 tags, 2.5 kills, sorry, coming out of the Hunter's Fury. A start like that when you need to bounce back is exactly what they were searching for. Team Liquid, though, are not happy to see this. They're not happy to see the smiles on the other side of the stage. They're taking a moment. The timeout, I wouldn't even say early on. Round 8, I think it's a good moment for it. They've been able to battle for a couple of rounds, but it hasn't felt consistent. And what we know about Liquid when it comes to the later stages of these halves, that tends to be where they put up the numbers, so, of both halves.
Well, yeah, I think off the back of your opponents getting an in-zone flawless at a round where you kind of had expectations to at least do a little bit of damage, that it's not the greatest of signs. And also, at least for now, it seems like the switch-up in
I feel like they're actually doing it right, man.
The way it managed before was that Minibu would be the one taking the space on that
I'm interested to see if this comp can even spam B.
bout of Yoru coming through. That was what worked for them, and I think this time that surprise element of the Neon.
Would you be abusing the KO flash buff or play another duelist? I wouldn't play KO on any map right now, personally.
When you're not having that second layer, when Nats isn't getting those backstabs, it becomes a much
doesn't mean it's a bad agent
game for them to play. And that's when you add in a fact that Wayne did also win a ridiculous clutch round. This could genuinely be a 6-0 star, or 6-7-0.
Oh, round 8. Barriers are up, and Team Liquid, although they got a bit of a pacey start towards mid, a bit of a sprint coming in from Minibu. Direction will be back towards this A site. It's a weak investment.
Dude, it's like they're trying to get as many in as possible.
Potential's not here. Bekaj needs to have a stronghold or get out of here. Before he's taken down. And that hasn't quite landed in time, but the info's there. Nonetheless, I think you could deduce that.
Few ults to play
what
with.
The hell?
Crashy's tagged to just 2.
Damn, dude. I mean, the Liquid's kind of looks like Liquid are just happy that they're getting all of the site every single time, and they maybe spoke about their afterplan stuff. Oh, Kayak had to get that kill. It was a nice idea on this. Get one over towards Heaven. Try pinch him at spawn.
Almost flies off the map, but it does not matter. Vekaj once again comfortable on this map. And what got dangerous for a second with an ult or 2 thrown in, it's still 3 players alive for FNATIC.
Yeah, you see how important it is just for him to survive.
Looking like a go next. It's, yeah. I mean, I thought Kuroda was going to be like this as well, so can't be too angry.
Delaying them as the rotates come through. Then as he breaks in, his flashes can buy so much time, and he's the one holding the line against both of these big players in the end.
You're feeling it.
He is feeling it. 6-2 for FNATIC, and a defense that's shaping up to look much better than what we've seen so far in this series. The comeback might be too early for it, but if Kayak keeps playing like this, I'm starting to believe. 12-3 at the moment. I mean, he is having a game.
Oh yeah, FNATIC have been one of the teams that have had reverse sweeps against them before.
Great shot. His first kill, right?
Sorry, Kayak.
But this time, they're attempting one of their own. You can't be reverse swept if you're 2-0 down. There you go. More you know. But they have lost a player early in this one. Kayak has been pivotal in a lot of rounds, and boasts a surprise factor. It's met with only further deficit.
Wayne got an extra there as well.
Alpha has redeemed them a little bit, but even with Crashy's aggressive,
make sure the spacing's good.
He's been caught by the cam. Forced to retreat, and well, this round is looking bleak. Even just escaping might be difficult under serious pressure. He's aware that he's going to get peeked eventually, but I think he even ducked on camera to try and get out of the way of that shot.
Yeah, you can see him laughing on his way out. He knows he's lucky to be alive, but that ain't lasted too long. Time to flee. This Team Liquid make 3. Yeah, for FNATIC, look.
Yeah, not give him any extra orbs on this as well.
You start out with Kayak going down, and
not really about the money or the ults.
Crumbles, and Liquid have their direction then clearly defined towards that A site. And I can't fault Kayak for taking it. He was 12-3. Having a hell of a start. You know, that's where you got to start. When you're having a game, playing towards your strengths, playing towards those early fights, looking to force those engagements, but this time he gets punished. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it from him again, though.
Yeah, I think that was definitely like a domino effect round. Like, you lose him early, you're trying to recover.
Liquid? Mate, I haven't seen the B side for ages.
Liquid, and then they just
last time I saw the B side, Alpha's tagged with a drone and he's killing 3.
Double dive when it's been on point. Good to see that as Camo getting back onto the board as well. As I said, he's had a woeful time in this map so far. And yeah, look, he's
this Mini Boo a one-trick player?
Yo!
Nah.
Help, bro!
But he's a great neon.
Bro. We should save, no?
That's like his original comfort.
Well, got what he wanted in the end. Well, players leaning back, and you might be thinking, at this stage
it's
of the
a
game,
rare tech pause, man. It's been a while.
Timeout? Is it Liquid? They win one round, but want to make sure they can bounce back and break the economy of FNATIC. Is it FNATIC not wanting Liquid to equalize?
Keyboard issues.
Or is it Camo building his keyboard? It is a technical pause.
How tired am I? Not even tired, dude.
A welcome one at this stage.
Not even tired,
Liquid has been nothing but individual rounds scattered throughout a sea of cyan, and this is their chance to connect a second. The follow-up, gathering their breath, is perhaps a welcome reprieve.
Yeah, I think for Liquid so far, as I said, they had that sort of clutch round. They had the
chill day. Yeah, this is the easy day.
There it is.
The crowds, man.
And so we're kind of talking at a point where it does feel like FNATIC are fairly firmly in control. So I think for Liquid building on this,
you've seen that Liquid won on Croats? Because the coach is a 6 man.
We've seen so far, that attack side has been stellar from the side of FNATIC. They've enjoyed running this sort of
the first 2 games good.
Leaving Alpha to sort of probe from behind. So
I was actually waiting, because it is often the Liquid fans, the let's go tech pause chat. We love to see it. Quick tip for those of you in the audience. if you are going to make a sign supporting the tech pause, cheering it on, probably don't do it in red. Our stage does go red, and it makes it a bit hard to read, but...
what color should they do it in?
White.
I don't think that'll help with the signs that we're giving out. I don't know if that'll work too well.
How many rounds does Liquid here
we'll see.
need
We'll see
here? Honestly, I got no idea.
I think it was, yeah, it was a keyboard issue. It's something
I'm not even sure I've seen a neon on defense on this
Camo
map.
just playing around with, so
Probably pretty good at A though, right?
Something that's done fairly quickly, and
Maybe it should be used more.
There we go. Oh. There we go. High five eventually. I thought we were going to have an additional tech pause just for the high five.
The keyboard was actually fine. Just the
Actually
RGB.
might be right on B as well.
It wasn't giving them the light. You need the atmosphere down on that stage.
It wasn't getting the...
Wasn't getting the rainbow.
If it's not flashing, then
no, I mean, what's the point?
Play?
White LEDs on my keyboard. Come on. My movement will undoubtedly be affected. 6-3.
Abyss is the most picked map this year.
Well, Kayak was shut down in the previous round. Looking for that fight on middle. He was 12-3. He felt confident, and they came out and tapped his head off. This round, he's changed things up because he's in the same spot. But he's got an up in hand. And he's not looking to give away those opening fights. But a smoke off on the left side, they can close the distance, start to get towards this door, breaking into vents, and pressure Boaster. Now they get real close to Kayak, and he needs to land the shot, missing the first, but crashes.
No way.
He comes in, the guardian angel, to keep them in a 5v4.
Actually dashed into him. Dude, look at the HPs as well. They're unlucky not to get one.
To save him in a moment of need. There's bits and pieces of damage being done. Kayak, Tag, Boaster, Alpha, all within reach, but none of those opening fights have gone the way of Liquid. As said, it's just been blips. It's been individual rounds that they found, and unless they can turn this one, it could be more of the same. Now, I'm liking the position that's currently being held by Boaster. He's so passive, just waiting for anybody to try and cross him from behind. It does leave Alpha on a little bit of an island, though, and that's the problem. If he gets taken out, there's much more of a chance.
I mean, it looks like they're considering him on middle. Did we miss something?
Let's look how patient they're being.
He's already fired a bullet, and he hasn't reloaded, so I guess it happened in middle.
But as all this is cleared, they might start to think it's open.
Maybe not.
Camo free beyond the crashies, but now the whole squad surrounds him. And the op is the first to strike.
He actually considered it.
Well.
Ball goes out. They think they're going to be close.
Making it so much easier to cover that ground and make it towards the site. Much needed with time.
Doable.
But with Nats the only one standing, an almost impossible clutch presents itself. But Nats making the impossible look possible, but still one left.
They went so many clutches. 1v3 earlier, 1v4 now.
Nats leading by example as Liquid makes it to
shaking his head. God, they're stealing rounds, man. They're stealing them.
It's the same as the Wayne one. It's like they've gone from having a guy who likes to play smokes agents who can clutch like crazy, and they added in a second
Alpha
one
there.
for
Why did he sidestep after his first bullet?
It's just absurd. You go swinging in, and every single time he seems to land the shot that just deals the death-dealing blow. Liquid go from what could have just been one.
Okay, Burst has had enough, man. He gets the op out. Knife over towards A, hits one as well.
They are not wanting to let this slip, but just look at the swing coming out. They don't know Nats is there. Even still, it's only one this time.
Yeah, again, Crashies is to be commended. That quick trade. Last time he was ahead of the kill. For Team Liquid, it might look odd with the spike and spawn. They do have a TP and ult on Wayne to go and steal it back. But they've also got a speedster in the form of Mini Boo. Nonetheless, the issue here is not the spike. The issue is this setup. We've seen from Alpha many times before. This is devastating to deal with.
Jump. He can avoid this, right?
A lot of control over that right side, the wall, keeping it safe.
You could also get caught out and it would look rough.
Flash, you can see it on the left, but they can't. And once this pops, big problems brew. But look who's tucked in the corner. Wayne couldn't come out to help because of those thorns. Alpha Yair, oh, he's drawing blood on backside. But Purpo trains it back with 3 more to find, though. This round looks done.
Yeah, they know exactly where he is as well.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Reveals his position, and
he's some crazy
FNATIC
stuff.
Players not wanting to give anything over. It might at least give him the plant, but it would lock him in position. It would let them know exactly where he sits.
Yeah, time's going to get too low, and Kayak's just going to run at
Also likely
him.
be a piece of utility that denies him planting exactly where he wants. No, he is going to get stunned up though. No escape.
Yeah, it's a nice round from Boaster though.
Last round was one to forget for FNATIC. They've at least got the lead.
Change up for him getting the op out.
Boaster's having fun at least.
Yep,
he's still going.
Practicing his aim, of course, very important. And I'll tell you what, as we go to stage shots, he's still practicing his aim. So watch out for Boaster, as he's hitting nothing but body shots. 7-4. FNATIC have the lead, guaranteed at the half. Wasn't enough on the previous, but 8-4.
Oh, mate, not with the mouse, bro. Not with the mouse. Give me the longest tech pause, bro. Yeah.
I said the LEDs are working fine. We're okay. We carry on. Now, one to play for Tom, and look at what they're coming in with on the side of Team Liquid.
Jesus,
looks very scary. 3 big ultimates, and very close to the others. But yeah, really, it's the Hunter's Fury that can change the round. The
Don't
other's
be
so
like Alex.
situational,
Oh, yeah.
and that can be instantly cancelled.
Said that he had his hand.
That's the thing. He was so good with the timing of it that
he had his hand hitting the desk earlier.
Try and catch him now, but
That's messed up.
all it's really given is the space. Vakaj has just sat back. They're playing for the retake, and that opener for free is exactly what they were looking for. Crashy's not even giving the fight, denying utility for the post-spawn, and Vakaj found another. They're desperately trying to find ground on the Liquid side, find someone to fight, and Vakaj is that solve! And in a blink of an eye,
Mate, the individuals, bro.
leaving it
It's been a map of individuals, really.
his teammate back. He should be able to know he's baiting.
Oh, no, it's smart from Boaster. That is smart. It's unlucky. That's again thin line between looking like an idiot or a genius. I promise it's smart.
7-5 at the half. FNATIC not down and out yet, but before we come back for the second half, we've got some special guests in the house. Let's give some special welcome to Mimi, Akita, and Drew from G2.
And after G2 qualified for Santiago in NA yesterday, I'm very glad to welcome the G2 Gozen squad
so
here
loud.
in Berlin. Akita, Mimi, Drew, what a pleasure to have you with me here at the arena. And Drew, the first question I wanted to ask you is, you know, in GC, we tend to have and take inspiration, you know, from VCT teams, of course. So I was wondering, is there any
They recorded
team that
this at the
helps you
worst
cook,
time.
maybe, you know, on the inspiration side?
I mean, it's good to take inspiration from everyone. I think every region and team has something new. I'm going to say Brozen, G2. I think those guys are the standard for fundamentals, so it's always good to watch those guys.
Obviously, right. That is the PR answer, but we take it. There is a lot to take, of course, from the G2 boys. And
he's not wrong,
Akita, on the personal side, of course, it's a pleasure to have you here with me in Berlin, because we used to be teammates in Zerance, and you were playing solo duelist back then with a lot of burden on your shoulders. With G2, it has been a little bit different. You had Mimi on the Euro duty sometimes, so I want to have your thoughts, you know, on this double duelist meta. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I actually like the double duelist meta because like I'm the first duelist, so Mimi can fill the gap. If I wanna pick somewhere, she can go somewhere else, and like she can also play up, so I don't always need to do the hard job.
Yeah,
so
you have a bit more freedom,
yeah,
right?
I have more freedom, but in attack it's a bit harder for me, but it's fine.
Yeah, a little bit more teamwork and synchronization for sure with two duelists. Now, Mimi, I'm turning to you. You played so many grand finals in your career, right? You know these high-stake matches. So what makes it different, especially as an IGL, in those tough moments?
I think the most important thing is the confidence and the prep going into a grand final. If you're confident in your players and your prep and everything that you've done to psych yourself up, that is what really is going to make the difference in the game.
So preparation and confidence. Let's see between FNATIC and Liquid who is the most prepared and the most confident. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck for playoffs next week, and let's see who takes the win between Team Liquid and FNATIC.
Yes, let's see who is going to take that dub. Nats leading the squad to a 2-0
I mean, do that.
advantage.
A Liquid pistol here makes us close.
It's looking like he might be hitting another international.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the way those stats have risen, and I almost feel like they would have gone higher. Maybe if some of those games were a little bit closer, it would have kept going up. He hasn't really needed it in some of the cases here in the first couple of maps, especially on Bind. I think it might be going off the chart. We might need to add a new layer after this. And in the round he won for Liquid, making things that little bit closer. That's what's been bringing them home. Like, realistically, if you're going off the early advantages,
it's a high post plant.
FNATIC could have won this 12-0, but those clutch plays, those big individual moments have made this one close. We're waiting to see if a fourth map will even be needed, or if Liquid have got their plans set on this defensive side.
Well, their defense has been, for me, the most exciting to see. Like, their aggression on the last 2 maps has been so consistent. Now, a lot of that was, you look at how they're trying to get out of those smokes, be it, for example, with a Sky Flash popping out. That enabled so many aggressive plays in the early stages of the rounds. Now, for Liquid this time, it's not going to be as easy to force those aggressive fights, but I would be surprised to see them put that
pressure over
aside.
towards
And
A,
the round
with the
ticks
recon
on,
getting
50
shot.
seconds on the clock.
Push down
Lucas pushing
towards
up,
B in
takes
reaction,
off
clear
Camo
all this
the
over
way up
towards
on
B,
That's
get the
allowing a
rotate
full
going in.
rotation to the A side, and this is what
They
I'm
got
worried about.
flood
Fnatic have had
cages.
issues with their plays being very telegraphed.
Oh, already.
Whoa.
Vekash removed with a shock dart. A nice start to
It
the round.
did so much damage.
Spams are going to get him a second. He's been having his moments throughout this game, caught by his teammates blind, but if this is a rotation back, they're going to run straight into Camo. He's even going to
Chill,
slow
Camo,
them. There's nowhere to go.
just hide
They're
now.
boxed
I
in,
played
and
so
now
well.
the time is ticking too far. They need to either sprint it back in towards the A site and hope they can
Camo's
kill
played that
everybody.
lovely as well.
Well, or just
Oh,
give up
every
on a
single
round.
map.
It's left all onto Alfia. He needs to wipe out
Every single map
everybody
we get that
this
pistol.
time.
1-1.
Liquid
3-3 overall.
6. The distance now just 1.
Yeah, a very valuable pistol.
What's the
round
theory
for
behind
Liquid.
Neon and Abyss? The
Right
theory
foot
is
forward in this
they
half,
haven't
and
lost with
Fnatic,
Neon yet,
again,
and they suck at this map
every
normally.
round that Liquid take from this point, that's nasty.
Yeah, that is
From this
nasty.
point forward, it's in the back of your
Go back
mind.
for more.
One round closer.
Doom Bros. Hello, man. I'm lucky, bro.
To kick off. Being the same old story for you, the kickoff curse, they call it. Fnatic. They look great all year except right at the start. And even before kickoff, when we kicked off partnership, it was a grand final against Team Liquid after beating them 2-0 that Fnatic lost. The very, very first grand
Guys, you're
final
against
we
an
had
eco.
back in the
Look
Coliseum.
at this push-up.
Why are they
Like,
so
this is
confident against
an
ecos? Why do they keep pushing
They are
against
going all
ecos?
the way round behind them in mid. This is a lineup of players. I don't even think they realize how many are here. And while
Jesus.
oh,
God.
But Miniboo has
Spike
found
down.
the kill. Kayak will retreat, but they got the spike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boasters in defender spawn, 2 players on A.
And they're watching for it, by the way.
And
Wayne
Liquid
is locked in on defender spawn.
Yeah, this looks ridiculous. But it also looks exactly as I'd expect, considering how
look
Liquid have been
behind
playing.
you. He's behind you.
The timing
He's
Don't do
behind
it.
you. Perfect.
Guys, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Double knife. That could have been history in the making. It is, however, an in-zone flawless.
Yeah, and that's behind you. What a surprise. Yes, you did.
Same, actually. Same.
And Jack Igo for the gun buddies. I forgot to thank you for mine the other week, Jack, but appreciate that. On 4 alt accounts as well.
Oh, no.
But 7-7.
Double knife.
It could have been
Double
beautiful.
knife. It should have been.
But I think, and it's a long shot here, it's a big guess, but I think Liquid might be happy
this is
with
pretty
it
good.
anyway.
What's the
Yeah, I
plan
think
for
the
this?
guess is that salty. Timeline,
Send it
timeline
middle.
shows a battle for Fnatic,
Fnatic
but when
on
it
this
comes to
one,
late rounds, Liquid have
just
always been
group
solid
up,
on this
send
map.
it B
It's where
as
they put
well.
up those numbers.
This is
Now,
interesting.
as we
Fnatic,
come
when we
towards
saw them
round
put the wall
15,
here primarily, this
for
time they
Fnatic,
changed it up
this
and
is
put
a
the wall behind.
must-win.
And Liquid have worked it out within the first round.
Into their pocket or
The
this
first time that
map
Alpha's
is
changed it,
under
I'm
threat,
pretty
and
sure.
that's a very, very solid opening kill. The flank now
going.
completely
Damn,
dealt
Alpha's
with, and
popping.
Alpha turns his attention to the site, making it look easy. Fnatic, like a hot knife through butter, they have completely diced Liquid up in this. Every fight taken, every fight won. Bar a single. And the question of damage, I suppose.
Nice shots from Alpha on this one. Be interesting to see if he goes back for his original wall. Now he realizes that they know it's not there.
They did that relatively comfortably.
Yeah, that was a nice response. I think that's the one thing you can
Oh, he spotted
do
him
with-
so early.
against this sort of
Nice shot.
aggressive defensive side is the more direct hits. A lot of the time, you're either going to end up in a firefight or you're going to end up in an empty site. And both of those are absolutely fine
No, same wall.
from Fnatic's standpoint. It was his second knife kill. He could have got a 2 for 1.
Could have been his second knife kill of this map.
Okay, big buy
That
rounds.
round.
Also for Liquid's econ.
8-7. This is where Liquid get the full buy back up. They didn't get much damage done in the previous though, so good signs.
It's a
early
nice
on
flash.
for that Fnatic attack. Great flashes bought them the first angle, but look at the rotates. Liquid seem to have their playbook in front of them. They know the hit's coming through. The rotates in, a pick already. The laneway is proving to be firmly under the control of Liquid. Another going in their hands with Miniboo, and now Wayne, suspicious as this smoke is going to fade soon. He's holding it, waiting, biding his time, and sure, Crashy gets away.
Dude, Miniboo's like, where's he gone?
Afterwards.
It was a choice of dying to an opponent or dying to the ground, so if anything, it's good orb management from Crashies, but I'm not sure it was necessarily intentional.
There's a really good trade of Wayne from the grave of himself. Well handled. He set that all up. A mastermind.
But they were so quick with the rotation. I thought that Wayne was honestly going to be dead to rights immediately.
Look, he's nothing smashing. Look, he's smashing his mouse. Nothing.
Considering Miniboo was smashing,
I was going to say, mate, Miniboo did it a couple of rounds ago, but so good.
Matt's on his villain arc, and you can see him, man. He's having fun down there. He's poking it.
No, he is gunning for him, isn't he? Oh boy.
Send Kayak back to mid, a score to settle from that last half, and he's found himself a double opening, adding to it his alpha, and Wayne and Purpo, mere seconds into the round, find themselves alone.
Maybe the pointing and laughing was a little bit too much.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you've angered the beast. The man that took home the most awards in EMEA last year and his rookie year at the same time. And you have just witnessed why I like this. Just a pause from FNATIC. This team's used to playing in the late round. They managed to get that many openers within the first 15 seconds. And Wayne, he's almost walked past everybody. Just bypassing his position. They've sent out the wounded to go looking. Purpo's actually done all right there, though. He's taken 0 damage, got out. Wayne is being watched for, though.
That's unlucky.
And now they know where everybody is. They've seen both players. No need to refight any spot that they've already seen.
Wayne's going to be on B.
Yeah, I don't think he thinks Crashies is this close, though.
Crashies goes to backside here. Wayne knife out, though. Should be dead. 2 rights, and it will be Crashies to deal the death blow. For now, I think Purpo has an impossible decision to make. Even going forward at this point is completely null and void. Saving, again, they're probably going to be hunting them down, and they might even have heard those steps. I think Crashies might have. And considering the fact that he's 1 away from Hunter's Fury after that previous pick, you know that he's going to chase you to the ends of the earth.
I mean, this might actually work out for Purpo.
Not far away.
Their money's so low that if he can actually get some freebies,
that will help him out at least in the next round, but
2 would get him an ult as well.
Useful. Kayak's going to be the one taking the fight. Purpo doesn't even react. I mean, maybe
he's actually sleeping. Lovely flash.
He's full blind. Completely blinded. Still wins the pick. Eventually, he loses his gun, but he gains his ult.
Yeah,
it's not the worst case scenario for him in that moment. For FNATIC, though, that is the lead back in their hands. The back and forth in this second half continues. But the main story was those openers from Kayak. It is just sublime.
And keep in mind how heartbreaking it could be for FNATIC losing out here. They were 1 round away from qualifying there yesterday. Having to turn around this quickly, play that BO5 against, you know, to say historic rivals really is an understatement. I mean, these guys have been trading blows since VALORANT began. And in partnership, it was Liquid to draw that first blood, an important grand final. They got one of the coolest trophies we've had in EMEA, going back to the Coliseum. And for FNATIC, ever since then, that final didn't go their way, and even getting to finals has been a tough situation when it comes to kickoff. They usually bomb out in the first few games.
Well, it looks like they're going to gamble wrong on this. Then they're going to have to retake with double judge, well, double shotgun.
This squad can never be denied. Starting slow, looking shaky, getting better as the tournament goes on, and that's going to have to be the story of this series as well.
I think each region still have their own specific playstyles. Yeah, pretty much, for sure.
That's one where, again,
but most of the regions now are trying to play a variation of Pacific's playstyle, to be honest.
One that FNATIC have struggled on, but in a best of 5, anything is possible. Now, you look at this defense. 4 players currently within this B site. The trips
that
were set on
can't
the
get
other
any
side.
worse, to be honest, for FNATIC.
They would be online unless a kill was found, but this is dangerous.
Keep an eye on the time. Shotgun on the site. Wayne.
The time ticking down.
It's in the smoke.
Ult online. A judge still in the corner. It's all falling
13 seconds.
Down to 1. Just 1 health. It's is enough for Wade to take out Crashies, and somehow they
Yeah, it didn't feel out over towards A side. They kind of just gambled with it. Yeah, and they pick up so many guns. Been a couple of rounds where like the calling from both has been a little rough.
That sign is brutal.
Dude, that sign is brutal. He's next to the Vitality coach. And the sign is, when is Vitality playing?
Shock dart to 1 HP. Both of them sent in as well. He should have been dead to rights.
Nice! What are you doing? What you doing, bro?
Damn,
Well,
bro.
we muted that one real quick.
Force him down to an eco kayak. Definitely got to keep an eye on him. He's looked pretty good at the ult.
But Team Liquid,
Okay, they just go for the classic. Go for the A hit, knife in here. Oh, it's a 5v5 retake. We'll keep an eye on both of Luck in middle.
They're avoiding giving him any chances here.
4v5 retake.
He's already made it to the backside. Now there's danger brewing.
Is there a gap in the smoke, it looks like? Shot.
What a shot by Kayak.
Oh, dude, this movement from Miniboo. It's nice.
Makes it too hard.
Big Joe.
Good
Good trades.
But an immediate response.
Hunter's Fury
If they
online.
get a kill, they're going to
Guns
get
can be
tempted to
taken
use the
away
ult.
by
Obviously,
Alpha.
Crashy's not so much.
It's how much they want to gamble, especially with Crashy's not having a weapon. There needs to be a kill, and well, there is.
Very,
but
very
it's too
nice.
little
Just
too
non-stop
late.
trades. Yeah, pretty sure at middle there's just a
Managed
gap
to
here,
survive
right?
the onslaught of
Looked like the
Blaze
smoke
Storm.
was too far to the
And now
left and
they
you could
take
just
the
saw him.
lead, finding themselves just 3 rounds away from Masters Santiago and sending out one of their biggest rivals, one of their
Well, not at all. Not even close,
foes that
actually.
they have a pretty poor record against overall. But this squad are not going to give a damn, especially when you look at the likes of Purpo and Wayne, the opportunity to make it to that first time international, especially for Purpo. You talk about Wayne as a youngster who's coming up to the league for the first time. Purpo's been around the block for a long, long time. This has been a journey. Those 3 rounds are going to feel like an eternity.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure since day 1. I mean, I remember Purpo's name circulating in the very, very early days. Back in the invite-only era.
Well, this is the thing. He was subbed in for Mech in the last map of an LCQ that would have taken him to an international.
How do you counter Pacific's playstyle?
That's the only map he played in
If
that
you're talking about comps, like a Sage or a Chamber should be pretty good against it.
Yeah, most brutal start to a tier 1
you
career ever.
Got to be able to go blow for blow with aim as well. Can be hard.
Multiple teams fought back through the tier 2. Now finds himself in a squad that, again, like Liquid are known for making it to those events. How much damage they do there, that's a different story. We'll have to wait and see. But making it there, that's already a great start. We've seen a lot from the Gentlemates guys today. The emotions of making it to these big events, making it to those
Alpha's
global
been
events.
frustrated the entire series.
No strangers.
I feel like the Corrode must have been one of the most
most
frustrating maps ever.
Given them some time to talk.
They dodged him every single round.
And this has been a half of a map that they are normally very good at, but Liquid every time seem to be finding answers, finding impossible rounds.
You call a pause
Look
and
tilted?
Liquid come in
Yeah, it
with
must be so
immediate
tilted.
aggression.
Nats is close enough to hear that.
And the relay bolt thrown through, Neon sliding in and sliding right back out. The early aggression doesn't find anything, but look at the second layer. After tucking up in the standard chamber spot, now he's gone.
You got a free sub, probably Demon 1 Glazer.
So much space,
Been giving
but
him out
Alpha's ready.
non-stop.
We've seen that patience before as he sits and waits on mid.
Dude, my
Finally
Cypher's walk pushing at
rewarded for
middle
it.
and a double duelist comp. We got so much confidence right now.
A lot of space open for FNATIC to play with. The B site has a singular defender. Camo's opted to play with the Judge, which, hey, if he gets supportive smokes to help him, maybe that will hold some value, but as of right now, he is left completely in the dark, without utility to play with, without any help whatsoever. He's trying to use the opposing smoke against him, try and hide within it, and there's a spike on the ground. He's done well so far, but immediately spammed down. The rest
Honestly,
of the
he
team
nearly
only
got
just
another.
getting into position.
Big Joel at heaven.
Miniboo looking to try and run through the smoke, but there is a man on the other side just waiting, and the hold is enough.
Nice shots on this.
Yeah, that smoke coming in a little late just 'cause he was so
This is going to be cool though. Both teams got a lot of money for this.
He was over in A main, and it takes quite a while to rotate over into a spot where you can get that up. Just a second too late. And a 10 to 10 as a result, but it starts with Alpha just having that patience, waiting for the play down mid. After early A aggression being denied, FNATIC knew that there was likely to be more coming their way. Liquid's defensive aggression becoming predictable, I think, a long time ago, but now being punished.
The problem is, FNATIC have been dealing with the same issue that Liquid had in the first half. It's only been individual rounds.
Of a mid push.
They've still got good ults to play with for this one. Hunter's
It's
Fury
relentless.
available, and this walkabout is happening
It's
again.
four of
The
them.
drone being sent through to maybe try and deal with Alpha yet, but he is sitting so much further back. Shock Dart clearing
They
some
hear
of
a
the
drone
utility,
middle
but that's all a ruse.
Pretty
And in the
early
meantime,
on.
that B site.
It's supposed to, so you know that most
fairly
likely he would call to
FNATIC might be
re-clear
about
it.
to try the rinse and
Surprised he
repeat.
doesn't call to re-clear it.
Those players are herd stepping. There's another drop towards the B site.
It's being
Emma
pinged.
has some info, but no, we don't see the rotate just yet. It will be Wayne who has to do it all, essentially. The
Yeah,
smoke
Wayne's
comes
gotta
in too
do a
late
lot
to
here.
properly delay them, and the flash completely blinds Wayne. He's dead to right, and B has fallen. The battle lost before it began, and with Camo down, the resurgence of
Mike's have
FNATIC
to
is
in to save this.
undeniable. Should be no surprise to see Nats here with that wall just fading moments ago. And even then,
he got an
Alpha's cleaned
extra
up the
on that.
site, so it doesn't matter. 11.
Yeah, money's not great.
The lead is theirs, and at the nick of time, the sparks become a flame.
Yeah, it seems whatever was said in that pause is working.
Yeah, I think Boast is changing up his style a little bit. I think he's starting to get a read on what's going on.
They're not just dealing with the same player. There's different layers to
Fast.
it, but also I think just the pressure on B. Like they've noticed now that okay, they've been gambling a lot on that A site, having multiple players there, and then leaving Wayne, who, I'll be honest, so far has been incredible, but this time was dealt with. The round before it was Camo who was dealt with, and once they get into those
change it up.
positions, that's
In the
where
coaches
it
think
becomes
the
so
same
much
thing.
tougher for Liquid. They'll take a pause of their own, because this is the thing, we've witnessed it yesterday. It doesn't matter how close map 3 is when you're 2-0 up. If you lose, you lose. And then the momentum starts to switch. Then the doubts start to sink into the back of your minds. Talking moments ago about players like Purpo, players like Wayne, who haven't been to these global events, who haven't made it that far, who haven't had that pressure on you. Because, let's be real, even at this point, where both teams have gone
I'll
through
wait a
lower
little, Brad.
bracket or dropped
If
down
we get a
into
fourth
lower
map, I'll
bracket,
do it then.
people look at this and go, okay, well, FNATIC would still be
Every time I want to
favourites,
do it
right?
as an interview,
They would
feel
still be
bad
the team.
doing it on
They
the
almost
interviews.
won it yesterday. When you're 2-0 up, that's amazing. When you let one map slip, that's the door open.
Oh, the timeout.
You gonna watch the Clash
Now
games?
ended.
Nah, I'll take a bit of a
The
break.
timer ticking away once again for Team Liquid, an
That's
attempt to
crazy.
patch things up. 20 different TL players across 15 matchups, my
Yeah,
goodness.
that is
But I
insane.
think that also highlights how Team Liquid are a squad that have always been in the pursuit of perfection. They want the results towards the top, but if they don't get it, they're willing to make the changes they need to make sure they do next time.
Close.
The buy in this round for Liquid,
It's a bit of info for free.
not the best. I think that was something that was almost definitely discussed. Do
do
we want to
they
risk it in this round and maybe have
keep
two
going even though they
not
hear the
perfect
Cypher
buys,
stuff?
or do we want to go with the low buy and maybe have to fight for OT? They
Yeah,
gambled
okay.
on B. It's understandable.
hard
The last
retake.
couple of rounds have been late B hits.
Gonna make sure Camo
stack
doesn't
it
use his
early.
ult as-
This time,
unless they
FNATIC
get some
swap
kills.
and directly hit A. They get themselves the space, and now they get the post as well.
Now you've got convergence path, but considering no big investment from Liquid, you'd imagine
Nice
they
shot.
keep it. Now a player down, that has to be a certainty. Let's see Camo move towards Heaven, but it will be diving in to take the space, ends up losing his life. A trade at least, but Liquid a man down, smoke now blooms. Spam's not good. They get close to the spike, but everybody's fallen and they can't get back up. 12 to 10.
Right, so he goes at it. What is the next map?
They
Breeze?
left it close. I started
Take
to
this to a
doubt if
breeze.
we were going to see them show up here today, but 2 chances to at least lock in a map.
Yeah, we expected one of their choices to be clean. It's been anything but. They've had to fight tooth and nail for every single round, but now they sit just one away from
Probably
taking
gave
us to
away
a
the
fourth
game
map.
after this pause. It's crazy, come on.
He looks
wow.
better on Breeze.
This is the
From
round
what
that
I've seen,
Liquid was
Liquid.
saving for. The last was a mix by pieces missing. Those ultimates were kept, not expended.
Last time we watched FNATIC, did they not
knew
have
they were fighting for OT.
Backhash on Jet, or did they
Unless
switch it
they
up?
pulled off miracles, as they have done. But they do have to be wary.
Ooh.
FNATIC have been quite happy to go direct into
remember
these
if they
sites.
changed
And
it up
after
since then or not.
a few rounds of B, it's seeming like they might rinse and repeat the A site here.
They should have seen the shock went high, but that trip is still up towards the right side.
That was their last time. Yeah, not
the only man close by
the
the
best.
drone is keeping
Okay,
it
well
back.
now we get the Waylay ult. Waylay ult into
side.
Neon Send it.
And trip completely
Crashies might. Dude, why is Crashies planting when he's got ult? Why do I see this all the time?
Is Liquid's final stand. They'll put everything into it, throw it all at the wall and see what sticks. Crashies stuck on site, Alpha by his side.
Great trades on this, man. It was all in the space of about 3 seconds. Yeah, a little bit annoyed at FNATIC there. I don't get what they're doing. I see this so often at the moment. It is annoying me. Every single time we got a person that has to be in a certain position to use the ult, and he's got to go plant.
Series and a flight to Santiago for Liquid. OT could seal the deal of a 3-0.
It was narrow margins, to say the least. It definitely helped out getting that convergence path, the reveal, also giving up everybody at the end.
He's scared of my sabla. Oh, no, 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 no.
They had to dump everything. They have no ultimates to play with in this next round. Okay, FNATIC used a couple of their
okay,
own,
one more go at it. What is
they definitely have more to play with
sure,
going
Wayne
into
down
the
to a
final round
judge.
of regulation. And hey, they had a success on A, they had a failure on A. But they're looking to continue in that direction.
Might be another retake on this.
The shock from Purpo didn't land. The second
Problem is the retake should be impossible with without the ults, right?
So much space. They can take presence on the side now. FNATIC
this is nice from FNATIC. At least Crash doesn't have the spike this time. He can actually be in a position to use his ult.
Already there's TP coming in as well from Wayne. This is Liquid.
Yeah, we're learning on the fly.
Laying outside for the retake, but the spam has already dropped them. Hold on! Liquid are fighting back.
Oh my God, Mini Boo! What have you done? What have you done here? Spike down.
Stands for FNATIC. Crashies needs to pull out a play
so
like
fast
we've
from
never
Wayne to
seen
be here.
before. And with Wayne
Dude, Mini
tucked
Boo.
in with a judge and a firing squad on the other side. Overtime on the horizon and a new dawn.
Oh, Wayne, man. Sick round from him.
Liquid haven't given up hope yet. The 3-0
Okay,
dream
2 chances for
is
FNATIC
alive.
fully gone. Start getting a little stressed out.
The series between these two if we didn't have an overtime. But I have to say, I did not think we were getting there. I want to watch this from Mini Boo's
nice
point
from
of
him.
view. Just fully taking over that retake. He got there early. He quickly maneuvered his way to the site the second he realized what was going on. But the fact is, pure insanity.
G2 in 2021.
On an individual level,
Even would
Mini
that
Boo
have
now
been?
catching
Is
up
that
in
R?
terms
This
of
is
that scoreboard.
G2.
And as you can see, 1,391 days potentially reset to 0 if Liquid can find 2 rounds in a row.
Alpha, you're playing the game of his life, man. It felt like the all tournament he's been doing that.
Yeah.
28 and 18. It was
Game of his
Kayak
week.
though on the defense
Can't
that found
remember if
so
Ardis
much
had left
impact.
then
A
or not.
12-3 start. The op maybe didn't find its rhythm in
Mixer,
every
yeah,
round,
for sure,
but he
Mixer.
just needs one to give FNATIC that leg up, to put them closer to a map 4 and to at least take the pressure off. As now it really feels like Liquid just moments away from that 3-0, knocking on the door, and already this crack showing with Boaster down. This crack has become far too big to manage. Everything slipping into it, the hopes and dreams of FNATIC to break that curse. They might be ending here.
Oh yeah, the legendary Liquid lower bracket runs.
Okay, Alpha,
Something
it's
we've seen
redemption
so
for you,
many
mate.
times. Alfie
They
under
didn't
pressure,
go
he's
your
stunned
site
up, but
for the
has
whole of
managed to
Corrodes.
hide in the corner. He is completely isolated, completely
Okay,
alone.
it's not good enough.
It's only going to be the one. They needed
Dude, he
more
must
from
be
that.
so tilted, I'm telling you.
Camo, he's had a quiet game, but this attack round would certainly belong to him. And Crashies is even just trying to escape away. Shock darts into the corner, utility being sent in to deny. And a swing surely coming. The second Purpo has the contact. He doesn't even need the swing. Doesn't even need the help.
what a
Nice shot from Crashies.
Dude, lovely trades on this. I mean, this is Camo at middle. Yeah, look at him. Just strolled through middle and popped 2 of them.
FNATIC and take it themselves to Santiago.
Too easy.
And in this round as well, the adaptations clear. That peak from Nats signifies they know your setup, brother. Alfier's had success there. We said how dangerous it's been in previous
I'm
matchups.
on 7, you still can't beat me!
We saw it here as well, and then Nats waits for the flash. Once it pops, he swings, and the trade is there immediately. Very well handled. And if they get another overtime, something for FNATIC to consider. But now's not the time to think about that. The defense, that might have been the last time you get to play it. FNATIC have to fight for it. They have to earn
they were getting over
shot
towards A every
as
single
Liquid
time.
stand on the precipice of a 3-0 victory over FNATIC that we have not seen for a long, long time.
What is their decision? On both sides of the map, they've been able to get in. They've been able to take space. They've been able to even get into a post plant, but those retakes, those fierce, fast retakes out from Liquid have been a nightmare. They've sent Crashies over towards this A side, the drone. We've seen this before.
3-person stack.
Send it
Drone
through,
over towards
shock
A.
darts
Do
to
they budge
destroy.
at all?
Purpo,
On B.
not calling for
Not
help.
even any
We've seen
movement.
nothing
No
else.
movement.
They've left
Purpo's
3
just jiggle
players
peeking from
into
heaven.
the back of this B side,
4-person
waiting
B
for the push
holds.
to come in. In fact, the fourth now rotating over.
What a flash,
FNATIC are
Jesus.
walking straight into the trap. How much
Oh,
can Kayak
God.
do? It's nothing. But Boaster's there with the trade. Even on a stacked site, they're managing to hold on. As Vekash is there with another.
Spike planted.
Not dead
Oh,
in
his
the
timing's
water
really
just
good.
yet. Nats
Oh, it's a lovely
misses the
jiggle
shot
peek.
to start as well. FNATIC might just have bought themselves that extra little bit of time. Another shot at a squad that has never 3-0'd them, never looked this dominant in a matchup.
Yeah, let's keep on going.
FNATIC won't let them run away with it.
Lovely pickle.
Another
You only say
overtime
lovely
guaranteed,
pickle,
and
G.
now we look to that defensive
Words
side.
are hard sometimes.
I feel like we must see a change coming as Liquid last round, well, 2 rounds ago, seemed to have it all figured out.
This was the perfect read as well from Liquid. You have 4 players on a site that FNATIC go walking into, and again, it's solid work from Vekash in more ways than one. A brilliant flash that probably should have
Big
gone
change
the
up
opener,
there,
but
but
even then,
he's
it's his
doing it
fragging
again.
power that
He's doing that thing again. He's
clears out the
Astra.
back
He's
of
on
that site.
defense. He's bottom up.
This
In
time
overtime.
Alfia is playing much further back, but Kayak is
Lovely
not.
flash on that.
That's Nats dealt with in the first few seconds.
Yeah, a little taste of their own medicine there. The early
Psych, thank
aggression
you so
that
much,
Liquid
bro.
have
Thank you,
brought
thank
to
you.
every map
Mate
so
for
far.
Masters.
Well,
I got
now
you,
on the
Psych.
defense, FNATIC pull it out. Maybe when it's least expected, and as a result, a 5v4. The Camo has been able to pull back advantages,
Prodigy, why are you
create
spamming
so
that?
much space, but they are grouping up to deal with him. Nice work by
trade.
Crashies to trade it out. Numbers still in favor of FNATIC, but no mistakes can be made here. These players on Liquid have already
And they spot the guy heaven.
won rounds like this, and now they're together.
Oh
Great
my.
damage from Wayne. It's starting to look spooky.
Silent
and
drop
around
here would
FNATIC
be
we're favored,
pretty
and
big.
Liquid somehow still have a fight.
Silent
in
drop. Pressure created over
Crashies will be
towards
spotted.
heaven.
Operator on the
3-person hold it
retake
back.
also not ideal, but
Boast
might
does a
work
retake
out.
with
If
an
they
op.
attempt to get aggressive,
Oh
it's a
my
missed
god.
shot.
Oh
They
my.
just take it
Bro.
over. Again.
What's he
Quick
doing?
blink and you miss it.
Dude, the
Crashies
confidence in
only
this
on
team is
42
just through the
HP.
roof.
He's being flanked on. Purpo's coming in from behind. He is locked in a fight. And he doesn't even know he's already lost, surely.
Wow, and he
Wayne
loses
will
that
close
jewel
it
as
before
well.
he even gets
Oh, that's a
backstabbed.
demoralizer, I'm telling you. Mini boosters run at
And what was
them.
a solid start to the round still goes in Liquid's favor. Another chance to close.
Ah, he did so good here, though. This kill, this one, oh my god, like the whole round. Jesus, third
So
kill is.
heartbreaking for FNATIC if they let this slip. Not just being in a position where they were 1 round away from making it to Santiago yesterday. They were 1 round away twice from closing this map out, from continuing the series, from keeping up the good fight. But now, again, they have to climb back. A team known for playing from behind. Well, they're behind in the map, behind in the series, and it looks like their look could be running out. 13-14 and a slow-paced attack, but the same
Too high.
We've not seen much from this defense.
They feel
in
like they
terms of
broke the
aggression in this
camera.
round, which is
Maybe
it's
Boast are
scary
close
if
enough
you're
to hear it.
FNATIC. What are they up to now?
Oh, last time out.
Maybe Alpha close enough to hear
FNATIC
it.
walked right into the
Not
trap.
entirely sure doing so.
A 3-player setup still remains on B, with Miniboo being that rotator, the spike. Setup.
C1
Postured.
outside over towards A. drone as well. You see 2 over towards A. Camera saw they saw 3. Camera saw the Astra as well.
And then went back, but the fact is Liquid have just stopped moving. They've stopped over-rotating, and now Miniboo even starts
40
going back in the
seconds.
other
Wayne has a
direction.
smoke. Maybe another one coming up. And oh, it's a good recon. Oh, it's a really good recon, by the way. Recon just played over towards A. It's a 4-person stack again. Wayne has Omen Flash.
They've read it. FNATIC's playbook sometimes open.
30 seconds left.
In open view of Team Liquid, but they've got the opening and another kayak. You put
This little KO flash send it top of sight is so strong. Yeah, I think Liquid on their defense gonna have to do something. Not sure they can sit back and get wrecked. It's twice now they've lost a 4-person sight hold on B.
That is the second time they have walked into a fully stacked B site.
4, almost 5.
And come out almost looking easier than any other round. Like, this was just utility being thrown in as much as possible to give Kayak the chance to find the kills. And he got every single one they needed.
What is that? What the fuck?
Yeah, Alpha's expecting to have some late round impact, and there's nothing left to do. A good problem to have, especially
Kayak's turn on the op. I mean, the op makes sense, right? They've been contacting a lot.
For that 4th map.
Looks like a bit of a changer from Liquid as well. With 5-person, just send it.
Liquid
pacing,
quickly moving to this A site. They have hit the gas
wow, just actual W gaming.
At least trades out the first fight.
Yeah, swing up. Wayne wanted to make a play, and now Alfie has taken over to looking to do the damage, but he's been dealt with Miniboo standing. It always feels like there's hope. Going for the drone, getting them at least a little bit of information, both to take at a deeper angle, but left with a solo fight. That operator looking to get back in, and now all that remains is Miniboo. We've seen magical moments from him all the way through this map. But on 70 HP, this might just have to be the best of them. And he has to go moving. The second this tapped, it's not happening. For the first time in a while.
Yeah, and that's the round that people are looking for in terms of the defense rounds. Liquid got to change it up, man. Might be too obvious that they're gonna go aggro here, but we'll see.
To close out this map, while Liquid have been offered many opportunities here recently in OT. Ever since before Liquid hit 12. Feels like a long time ago.
I'm not chilling, bro. This time I'm not chilling, bro.
Since FNATIC had the opportunity, you're 33 and 21 Alpha. Nobody is accusing you of chilling. Not a soul out there. 15 to 14. Liquid won't be taking it chill either. A timeout called for them, as now they face potentially a map 4.
I'm almost wondering what they're going to say here, because in the last 2 defensive rounds they've had, they have perfectly read their opponent.
Yeah, I mean, they have to go aggro, but it's too obvious to do it early. And you know FNATIC are going to wait. You know FNATIC are going to wait for them to go aggro as well, so we got to group up at like 40 seconds or something and push middle.
I'm guessing this is more of just a talk about maybe an idea, a change up that they can make in that setup on B.
Or you just do a... Or you just send it, but I imagine FNATIC will wait.
Do we make a change, or do we just keep going for that B site hit? It has been so successful for FNATIC. Again, I almost want to look back to how Liquid started off the series. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, FNATIC have certainly shown their experience and the value of it here. A team that, because of the lessons they've been taught in the past, they never give up. That attitude's gotten them far. And now, a reverse sweep needed to make it to Santiago, but it starts with this round here. It starts with this map for Team Liquid. They hope it ends here, but a big battle needed. And again, we're going to see this 3-man stack up towards B, but this time Liquid have doubled down. They brought the Cypher utility from A to B.
Knife, Fawn, smokes.
That could
dash HUD over towards middle.
Spiraling, but that's huge
Drone
information.
sees 2, so they know where 3 are.
Don't think it's going to stop FNATIC. They've already got 2 players, but it's about timing. Look at the hesitation. Currently, the defensive side are running around in the spawn. They're going back and forth in case they've lost mid control. Maybe thinking this is
my guy.
It's not Kayak again. It's an opener, but can if he turns by Miniboo. No, just the one this time. Camo already filling in the gap. needs to turn around to try and find them on the side, and the escape might not be there. He's made it back into the smoke, and now Nats has found another. Somehow, they once again find an advantage.
Oh, Nats onto Alpha, and
what a round from Nats. Oh, what a round from Nats.
Overtime, 15 to 15, another
Keeps on going.
How many OTs can we find here on Abyss? It seems endless with the back and forth. I have to say, crazy from Purpo to stand there with the arrow drawn.
Yeah, a little weird when you see him spamming it from sight. Like, you should know what's going on.
Didn't quite expect to see two
Especially if you
players
had
on
the
the
dash in
other
middle
side.
earlier.
The fact that Nats chooses this round to step up, though, it's a statement from Team Liquid. Lowlands looking stressed. Let's call back to the end of the last map where he was giggling and saying, what are we doing? Well, they were winning at 12-10. Now it's certainly getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, Nats is not doing 360 shorty kills anymore. But still, some of the stuff he does is just as ridiculous. While that was the first defensive round for either side, OT, all is forgotten. The rounds before mean nothing. The hero plays mean nothing.
Drone over towards A, but Nats can pretty much just check his camera at one point and see if anyone's holding it.
And just look at where Outfield's currently sat. Just in the spawn. Trying to get the right read on where their opponents are and maybe put their turret into the right place. Camo looking for that same early battle his opponents found just moments ago, and well, his ability to escape has dissipated, but he's just left.
He's just
a fast replay for FNATIC, but do they really go all the way through? Oh wow, he gets a
mid, they've lost their flank protection. It's time to speed up, but right into the vice setup, and it's nice and passive as well from Alpha, like you said. Kayak instead the one to play off that utility. They said that there'd been trouble when it came to this setup, but not this time. The change from FNATIC finds huge success. And unless this impressive start, they have an even more
not enough time, you would imagine.
20 seconds.
With 20 seconds left on the clock, a spike down as well. It's impossible. It has to be. He can't even take that refract. It would end the round on time alone. 16 to 15. Another
see if
shot
they can squeeze out another defense.
Oh, that is the 2000th kill for Camo, but it puts them now at a round deficit. And the main takeaway for me is there were moments ago where we were looking at Alpha, yes, so far and above sort of anyone in the server, but in OT, Kayak has just gone mad. Like the 3K entry into one of the sites.
I got your boys on B. That's my side. That's my side.
The defensive hold there, as he said, is his site. And the deadliest of duos on that FNATIC side have stepped up. The question is, can they close? That has been the problem so far. Either side have had their opportunities for Liquid. It would be taking
dashing top of side the whole time.
To that first Masters of the year.
Might actually be the change that wins them it.
The
The main thing that's been the reason they lose over towards B is the smoke, dash, flash.
Back and they go back to the B side. It's where they've been successful, but they need Kayak to stay alive.
Oh, he dodged it.
Vekaj is gone.
Oh, so is Boaster, so is Kayak.
That's did great. Dude,
like
that's wrecked someone at the back, man.
Left behind the smokes. Way out of the play, and
ooh,
with the big resurgence needed. Even that kill on the Nats unlikely to bring them anywhere closer, but without it, and the flank now known to be coming through, they are boxed in. And they've got to come out swinging with no
nice, dude. They refuse to give up on this.
16.
It's a good change putting the trips there.
Let's go again. Another overtime. These teams impossible to separate, but again, as these rounds go on for Liquid, it's like, well, we got two more. You know, we can still win this. We got two more to go, whatever. FNATIC, do or die. Every round
it melted Boaster there.
Burning through their late game energy.
Bro, I just want this game to be finished. I don't care if we go third map.
You don't mean
You don't
that.
care if you go third map?
No, he said 5.
Oh, did he?
He said 5. I don't care. Why? There's no way there's no way he means that. Absolutely none. Shot dart early. A nice little pop flash, but a nice little bit of tickle damage to start off the round.
Nice, Nat's got an outlaw.
Players already here on A. 2 watching for Nats' lurk as well. And while they're not going to push now, they're going to have to wait a moment with losing those abilities on the way in.
Yeah, luckily I don't think Camo had put anything down. You saw him about to use his dash.
Outlaw. He is literally hunting for this operator. Oh my goodness That's nuts. The first was just to deal with a guy with no armor. The headshot, well, that was the cherry on top of the cake.
We talk about FNATIC burning them.
Oh my, dude, what am I watching?
These guys are just on a different level, man.
They're actually just on a different level. He buys an outlaw in overtime to punish an op. And his second bullet, he's killed the heavy armor with a headshot.
Out the flames of FNATIC at 17 to 16. Match
I will never question him again.
Santiago point for Liquid.
This was crazy as well. Like just the reaction shot from Camo. But find me another man on planet Earth who plays Cypher.
Don't pick me on me.
Who you see him buy an outlaw in OT and push mid, and you go, yeah, actually, that's probably the right play. Like, there is no one else. There's no one that does that. And that was purely to counter Kaya.
I've never seen anything like it.
Alpha in response
Again, the confidence levels to do it is just through the roof.
It is another moment.
Buying an outlaw to counter an op in overtime.
And that's
where are we going again?
It's one thing to look at the goal of Liquid, the defensive aggression that we saw, but that play right there underlines it. It's what Nats is known for. He's had to temper his aggression over time. People figured out how he likes to play, and we always said that would be his downfall.
Spots one.
People realized, well, obviously he's always behind you, but he's reinvented himself again.
Gets weird on B here.
And now, as
What a shot.
he's looking
Oh, good damage.
keep up the streak of internationals. A strong start, but FNATIC not pulling any blows.
Camo, man,
This
if you
means
can get
as
another,
much to
you're a
them
hero.
As it does to Liquid, but it might not matter. A 3 versus 2. Camo writing some checks for himself on
Staying alive.
Oh, that's calm, bro. That's calm.
Dude, they 3-0'd him. What a run from Liquid this was lower bracket, dudes. I'm so impressed, man. The coaches did mad work here. The individuals as well, the players. There's so much.
They traded series, but a flawless best of 5 is one for the history books.
When they first fell into this lower
That's
bracket.
so sick. Chat, people watching, we get the EMEA live draw as well for stage 1, so
There's no way. There's absolutely
stick around for that as well.
Damn way. This team runs it back 5 games.